Well, the WNBA regular season began over the weekend, and Jared, there are 9 former Gamecocks on WNBA rosters. There probably should be more, but at the current time,
Agreed.
there are 9 on the Gamecock rosters, and a lot of storylines regarding a lot of these former Gamecocks. A'ja Wilson, of course, the reigning MVP, doing work for Vegas, even though they lost that opener to the New York Liberty. A'ja with 31 points in the season opener, and Aliyah Boston also shining with the Indiana Fever, 19 points, 13 rebounds, 5 blocks. The 2 Naismith winners from South Carolina really starting the season on fire. Jared, from this first weekend, what were some of your big takeaways from the former Gamecocks?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, A'ja Wilson doing MVP things. It's almost hard because what she does is so impressive, but she does it so often. You kind of get used to this level of play from her. But I really love what we're seeing from Aliyah Boston early on. I mean, she played great hoops. She was shot well from the floor. She was awesome on defense, and she rebounded well too. She looks like she's really ready to make that year 3 jump, going from all-star to top of the top elite player, maybe possibly in the future in some of those MVP conversations.
I agree. And I think for Aliyah, the big thing is, I remember last year, she had a long offseason and she didn't start the season very well for the Fever. She got there about halfway through, but she didn't start her second season with the Fever very well. But this offseason, she played unrivaled, and I just thought she looked ready to go, and she did not miss a beat, and I thought she looked determined. It was a frustrating start to the game. She went 0 for 3 and missed some bunnies, and then after that she just took off. And I think this is a good sign for the Fever that Aliyah and Caitlin are already clicking, and they got a lot of pieces in the offseason to really make this team a lot better. So I was really impressed with the Fever. And Aliyah Boston, afterwards they won by a lot against the Chicago Sky. Camila Cardoso also in this game with 7 points and 7 rebounds, but Aliyah Boston saying, hey, it's only one game, and they still got a lot of work to do.
Like what we talked about in the locker room is don't get comfortable. I mean, this is a great first win, but we have 43 more games to go. And so for us, it's just about making sure that we lock in, we rewatch the game, look at what we need to work on, get in the gym, and continue to work.
So A'ja Wilson and the Aces and Aliyah Boston and the Fever actually playing tonight, again, Tuesday of this podcast. They both play tonight. So we'll see how the Aces and the Fever do in game 2 of the season. But Jared, any other things that stood out for you when it comes to former Gamecocks in this opening weekend?
Alishia Gray, you want to talk about some MVP performances? They didn't get the win on night 1, but she looked like a possible MVP contender. 25 points, nearly a triple-double. She looks like she's ready to, carry that Atlanta team to be competitive this year.
Yeah, I think Alishia Gray is probably the most underrated former Gamecock in the league. I
Which
feel
is
like
crazy to think about.
Crazy because she's consistently so good. And so I do think that she's one that kind of flies under the radar, not even just former Gamecock, but really probably of like best players in the league. I feel like she doesn't get enough attention. So I think she's, between her and Ryan Howard, they're really the stars of that Atlanta team. And I also thought it was great to see Tahina Paopao not only make the roster, she started. And I actually asked that question last week on the podcast. I said, can she fight her way into the starting lineup for the Dream? I didn't think it was going to be game 1, though.
And she looked good, too.
She looked good.
She did not look like a rookie struggling to figure things out. Obviously, she's going to get better with time, but she looked like she was fitting that system perfectly from game 1.
She did. I was really, really impressed. She had 7 points, and I've just said from the beginning, she's looked so comfortable in this Dream system. And of course, we can't end the WNBA conversation without talking about Sanaya Fagan, who also made the Sparks roster. She hasn't played yet when it comes to the Sparks. They've played 2 games so far, so no minutes. But that viral video of her finding out that she made the team was so awesome. I tell everyone, Jared, I've told you guys, you guys know this too from covering them. Sanaya Fagan is one of the nicest athletes I have ever covered. So that was such a great moment of just pure joy and hard work. Someone who trusted the system here at South Carolina, waited her turn, and now she's on a WNBA roster. So there were, so many Gamecock things happened within a few days.
And with Sanaya, it's especially heartwarming to watch, especially when you know how hard it is to make these WNBA rosters. You see a lot of your favorite players getting cut left and right, especially from preseason to day one. So the fact that she was able to get it done and accomplish one of her goals was just super incredible to watch.
Incredible. And I know that the Gamecock fans are going to freak out when she does get her first minutes with the
and that
Sparks.
first bucket.
First bucket is going to be big time. And I think the WNBA, I'm assuming this summer we're probably going to have entire episodes dedicated to the WNBA because there are so many former Gamecocks. But A'ja Wilson leading the way, she's already starting her MVP campaign for number 4 MVP because she is the GOAT for a reason.